Hi everybody and welcome to the second episode of my Hardcore World series. If you haven't seen the first 25 days, then please do so now. Otherwise this won't make a lot of sense, but let's go. On day 26 I'm trading with villagers because believe it or not, I haven't traded with villagers in the first 25 days. Despite me being right next to them for 25 days. I was just so focused on building my house. I see the sunset and I hope that the next 25 days are good. I kill a sheep, which I think is good, and then I'm chopping down birch wood because I actually want to extend part of my house to be really tall, and that part of the house will be made of birch wood. I also mine so low that there's redstone above me. I also find more iron, which is going to be very useful indeed. On day 28, I'm just doing more work with my birch wood on the house, and it's looking really good indeed. It's getting filled up, lovely stuff. On day 29 I'm chopping down even more birch wood because it's not done. I could always do with more birch wood. I also have carrots because you need to have carrots sometimes. This section of the house is almost done, and I even start the next story of it on day 29. Things are going really well indeed. I even put the gloss up, and it just looks so much better with gloss. So much better. On day 30, I am making a section of my house to be a sort of weapons or tools area. I make it out of cobblestone because I think it's sort of fitting. And this is where I'll store all of the things that I mine, all my tools. I also put up some pictures, but I don't like that one. Let me try a different one. Lovely. On day 31, I don't do anything. Nothing at all. Yeah. On day 32, wow, who could have guessed? I am getting more birch wood. One of these days, hopefully I don't have to get birch wood, but we're still doing it today, and we're doing it proudly. So, let's do it. I'm also just doing these sections so fast. Soon this is going to be tall. On day 33, I wake up and there's sheep in my house. Okay, I'm kidding. Obviously, they didn't just walk into my house. I led them there with wheat, but I thought that I should do something with sheep. I don't know quite what. I mean, wool is really only useful for paintings and beds and so on, but I trapped them, and it was actually way harder than I expected. They are really not good listeners. I also use acacia wood to make a pantry section of the house. And yeah, this is just where I'm going to be storing all my crops, all my food, and it looks really good with that orange wood, and I love that orange door. On day 34, I finish it off with the glass, and yeah, I just love how these small pieces of glass look. I also stock up my pantry with all my seeds, all my carrots, my meat, everything. I also feed my sheep, because you gotta do that sometimes. On day 35, I decide to add pigs to my collection. There we are. They were actually a bit easier because I prepared a fence. However, they still don't like to listen, so that was still a bit of a challenge. On day 35, I'm extending my wall because I want more land. I also feed the sheep, and I feed the pigs, because I should. On day 36, I'm chopping down more acacia wood, because I'm hoping that I'll have some beautiful plan for it. I don't at the moment, but I just love how it looks. I'm also building a little bit of a platform that'll be above ground, and I'm using the dirt as a base. It is looking not too great at the moment, but soon enough you guys will see what I'm on about. Basically, I need a lot of dirt first though, so I am digging up a lot of dirt from different areas that just don't need it. They just don't need it, and it looks better without it. I'm also getting more wood. Hopefully one of these days I don't have to get all this wood, but at the moment we are, and that's that. You guys can probably see a bit of what I'm on about now, that we've now turned it into a beautiful little platform. Here it looks fine. However, this is above ground. I then absolutely fail at killing a chicken, but then I kill it. Also, at my first farm, I'm going to build a second one with that new land. I am reorganizing this so that it's not just random crops everywhere, but there's a designated area for each type of crop. On day 38, I'm also just doing more mining, and I find iron, which is always welcome, because I do not have a full set of iron armor yet. I also mine from a ladder, so I'm pretty cool, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty cool. On day 39, I am putting the shears to good use. And look at that, I soon have lots and lots of wool. I'm also doing some farming, and I'm getting even more dirt to finish up that little platform. Now, the thing that I'm doing is I'm going to make a farm, so I need that strip of water. But rather than digging down, I can't do that, of course, because there is nothing underneath. You know, it's no land because it's above the air. So I had to instead build platforms up, but it's starting to look pretty good. And I'm going to build more sections so there's even more and more crops that I can use. At the end of day 40, look at that, it's done. All it needs now is some crops, which I do on day 41. Look at that, I'm just going to have so many crops, it's going to be beautiful, and I don't think I will ever starve to death, which is good, because I don't know if you guys have starved to death, probably not if you're alive, but starving to death is not fun. On day 41, I make a little bridge that I can walk from my house out to this new extension. I also use the acacia wood for it, and I build some rails so that I don't fall off and hurt myself. It looks really good. It actually took a bit more effort than you may expect, but the end result is amazing. On day 42, I want to do more of that kind of stuff, but I need even more stone if I am to do that. At the end of day 42, I've got a bit of a platform, but it's dark, so I should sleep. On day 43, I realize, like this, any random person can get onto my land. This is not good. I should get rid of this little stone path. So I do. However, only a section of it, because I'm going to make yet another one of those above land sections, because I've done it once, I can do it again. I also make more walls, because as I'm extending outwards, I need more and more walls in order to keep me safe. And I'm once again doing that thing of, filling up empty space with the dirt, and there, look at that, it's looking really very, very good indeed. And this is a huge chunk of land that I'm filling up. At the end of day 46, well, not the end, but on day 46, I've got a nice big chunk of it. On day 47, I've killed my stone pickaxe, so I need to mine with a wooden pickaxe. But there's an Enderman, and I get out of the game. And then when I get back into the game, it's still there, and I'm terrified. I also do apologize, because on day 50, I did lots of amazing, very, very cool stuff, and, I actually got a bow from a pillager, but my recordings of it have been corrupted, and so they aren't here. In fact, they're here, but they're just blank, so I apologize. Strange way to end off these 25 days, but I hope to see you at the next 25 days for 75 days.